My name is Jyotika Erram. From June 3rd through June 16th, 2018, I chose to complete my study abroad experience in Naples, Italy, also known as Napoli. I chose to volunteer with the International Napoli Network, a partner of the International Volunteer Headquarters. The International Napoli Network was founded in 2015. They offer 4 programs to choose from: teaching English, after-school care, the program I chose, environmental care, and nonprofit organization support. I chose this program because it is not only affordable, but offers the opportunity to serve a global community. The 2 men pictured are 2 of the 4 directors of the International Napoli Network, who are committed to improving their home. Here are some facts about Napoli. The history of the city can be tracked over 2,800 years to the 8th century. It is the capital of the Campania region and home to a population of about 3.05 million. It is the 3rd largest city in Italy, following Rome and Milan. Napoli is home to a rich culture and history of art. You can even find original works of Caravaggio in Napoli. I had the opportunity to see one of these works in person, the Martyrdom of St. Ursula. The horn, or cornicellos, aka little peppers, are the most famous Neapolitan superstition symbol. This symbol can be found all over Napoli and are sold on nearly every corner. This symbol is said to have come from the Greco-Roman god Priapus, who is the protector from the evil eye and guardian of the lands, fishing, and prosperity. There are many differences between America and Italy. Here are a few that I want to highlight. It is very common to see more than one person riding a scooter wearing no helmet. Additionally, it is not uncommon to see very young teens between 14 and 16 riding these same scooters. It definitely took me a little while to adjust to seeing this. Another difference was in tipping. In America, it is customary to tip 15 to 20% as an option, whereas in Italy, there are service fees that essentially function as a tip. I also learned that these same establishments have a separate sitting fee. These fees were only 1 or 2 euros per person, but it was still an adjustment. This brings us to the mystery of the missing toilet seat. When I first arrived in Italy, I was immediately taken aback by the seatlessness of public restrooms. After inquiring with the local, they explained that people stand on the seats because they are so dirty, which causes them to break. After a certain point, the proprietors just stop fixing the broken seats. In America, I feel we avoid standing on seats by using seat covers. The last difference I want to highlight is air pollution caused by excessive mass chain smoking and smog from older car emissions. I had a hard time breathing while in Naples, and it was definitely an adjustment. I was so confused as to why so many people, despite horrific images of lung and mouth cancer on packaging, would still smoke. But I realized it's something that's ingrained in the culture. But then I realized that air pollution was not just an issue in Italy. It is an issue in almost every large city and every nation. Another similarity between Italy and America is a love of pop culture. I was lucky enough to visit the National Archaeological Museum while in Naples. While I was there, they had a temporary exhibition highlighting Star Wars and how certain aspects of the franchise connect with ancient Rome and Naples. Another similarity I noticed was the train stations were very much like BART in the Bay Area or the trolley station in San Diego. These trains are meant to arrive at a particular time, but are inevitably a few minutes late. A few volunteers and I decided to visit Pompeii one morning before we went to volunteer placement, and it was an extremely stressful ordeal because our first train was 30 minutes late. The best similarity I found was seeing the Rotary International wheel symbol in the lobby of the volunteer placement. I've been a part of the Rotary organization since I was 12, and to see the symbol so far from home was very comforting, particularly because it meant that they also saw a need to help this community in some way. My accommodation was absolutely beautiful. The building was erected in 1895 and sits just behind a hospital, so ambulance sirens were never too far away. From the terrace, we could see Mount Vesuvius, Castel Sant'Elmo, and the whole bay. Because of the accommodation was on the 5th floor, it did mean a lot of stairs, but it also meant an amazing view from my bedroom. I shared a bedroom with 3 other girls, and I slept on the bottom bunk. It is through the shared experience of living dormitory style in a foreign country and essentially becoming family with my peers that I found that the most valuable message on this trip: to be grateful for what I have and to be thankful for the friends and memories I made. The neighborhood I was placed in is called La Sanita. It is one of the roughest neighborhoods in Naples, but it has so much beauty, as it used to be the neighborhood where the wealthiest Neapolitans lived. I was blown away by the architecture and frescoes that almost seemed casually placed there. These sites are a small glimpse into the past, and I am grateful to have seen them in person. My volunteer placement was at Centro Ozanama Sanita for the after-school care program. My volunteer shift started at 3:30 p.m. and went until 6 p.m. We worked with 8 to 16-year-olds and sometimes had younger siblings visit for the day. My fellow partner Ivan and I taught English for the first half, and then we had a free play in the courtyard. We mostly played soccer and talked to the kids about where they wanted to go and what they wanted to do. One of the most impactful moments from my experience was watching all the kids interact with my fellow partner and I. On the first day we were there, while we were introducing ourselves and where we came from, we pulled out a world map and showed them where California was. But not being entirely interested in where we were from, they surprised us by showing us where they were from. They were from places like Cape Verde, Sri Lanka, Albania, Ukraine, with some kids never having even left Napoli. I was taken aback when I realized that the kids who were born and raised in Naples fully accepted the migrant kids as fully Italian. The migrant kids never identified themselves with a split identity as an Albanian Italian the way Americans do when we identify ourselves as Indian American, African American, Mexican American. It was a beautiful moment to see the kids not put each other under different labels. I truly hope that one day Americans will learn how to follow suit. Another impactful moment was when I took this picture with Sister Lucia and Andrea, one of the kids. Lucia messaged me later and beautifully described this picture as 3 generations from 3 different worlds. Her words touched me and made me realize that the work I was doing was making an impact on the community I was serving. My time with these kids showed me how important it is to travel and witness other ways of life. Seeing how other people lived afforded me the opportunity to appreciate what I have, but also showed me where I needed to improve. About 10 days after I returned to America, I received this message from Sister Lucia. I was incredibly touched, and I hope to return next summer. The message says they wanted to say thank you. Now, I want to highlight all of the amazing food I had. The first meal I had in Napoli was margherita pizza, bruschetta, and a bottle of Coke. I've never been so happy in my life. To be honest, it's been over a month since I have left Naples, and I still think about the first pizza. While I was at the pizzeria, I learned that Margherita Pizza was named for Queen Margherita Teresa Giovanni after her visit to the city in 1889. This type of pizza is also very patriotic because you can see the colors of the Italian flag in the green basil, white mozzarella, and red tomato sauce. I want to finish by saying grazie to the INM staff, Sister Lucia, and Ivan, my volunteer partner and travel partner. Thank you.